The Hunter Biden indictments are a ruse. Uh, Most people already know this, but I'm going to explain why it's an actual ruse, smoke and mirrors. They have to do something because the public wants something done. But we know that it's probably going to be a slap on the wrist. Hunter Biden is going to get a Epstein type of sweetheart deal. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Our justice system's current state is truly reflective of why we must approach its actions with suspicion. When we first heard about the potential indictment of Hunter Biden, I held doubts. I believed that even if special counsel David Weiss did indict him, it might be a deceptive maneuver. However, when the indictments were announced on Thursday, it was difficult not to feel a glimmer of hope. But that lingering suspicion remains. Does anyone genuinely think that Hunter Biden will serve time in jail? Yeah, right. Would Weiss, one of the architects behind Hunter's questionable plea deal, actually imprison him? I don't think so. And nevertheless, some still entertain the possibility. According to Mike Davis, a former law clerk for Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, we should not be misled by the indictments. He elaborated on his reasoning. In a lengthy post on X, Twitter, he cautioned, quote, "Do not be deceived. The recent indictment of Hunter Biden on gun felonies is just another attempt to shield the Bidens by Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss, who has been safeguarding them for years." He went on, Weiss, chosen by Delaware's Democratic home state senators, allowed the statute of limitations to expire on significant tax charges, suppressed credible evidence of the Bidens' alleged foreign bribery schemes, as noted by the Pittsburgh U.S. Attorney, and tried to secure a favorable deal for Hunter, complete with secret, extensive immunity protecting President Biden. President Biden understands that he cannot pardon Hunter at this time, as it would lead to a severe political and legal consequences before November 5th, 2024. If pardoned, Hunter would lose his Fifth Amendment rights and could no longer refuse to testify before Congress. These Fifth Amendment protections would also vanish if Weiss were to grant Hunter a plea agreement with the prosecution waiver or other forms of immunity shielding him from criminal charges. Weiss's current charges are consistent with his year-long pattern of shielding Hunter, which is more concerning because he is also protecting President Biden. Where are the charges against Hunter related to foreign corruption, acting as an unregistered foreign agent, which one of his partners actually got charged with, tax evasion, wire fraud, and other criminal offenses that could implicate President Biden? Davis proceeded to predict that Joe Biden and special counsel Weiss would come to Hunter's rescue after the 2024 election. Quote, "Weiss will offer Hunter another favorable deal. President Biden will pardon Hunter and maybe even himself. Hunter will avoid jail time altogether." Now, meanwhile, the Biden Justice Department will use the indictment as an excuse to withhold cooperation with Congress and evade questions from the media. The corrupt Democrats always seem to have a hidden agenda, always. And that's what I think is going on here. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.